Hi guys, it's Sharon again, and look what I got. Oh, I found a coupon at Michael's for 40% off for this big, huge 128 fluid ounce for, it was $29.99 less 40%. And the one that I ordered from Bountiful Baby, which probably won't get here until next week, is 4 ounces. So I couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait. But what happens is this cap is very, very difficult to pour from. I even used a funnel to put the thinner in that squeeze bottle, and this half of this stuff went down the sink. Yeah, it did. But I had to move out of the office because we're having our 2 new desks and chairs delivered tomorrow. So I got chased out of the office with this table. And I've got my trusty little light here, which gets red hot. And it's actually going to have a different bulb in it so that I can paint on camera. And there's Dominic all waiting to be worked on. So I have Ella here with me. I have George here with me because he was screaming as soon as I came in here. And there is Lucy. I brought Lucy today to show the lady that works in the office here at my association where I live. And she was blown away. Yeah, she was. She wants to order a Reborn now. So she made a big hit. I am so happy. So let me get back here. And I've got all my stuff ready to go. And so, yeah, so I wanted you guys to take a peek at what I'm doing. And I have my chair set up right here. Here's my tripod, so I'll be able to film what I'm doing. And as soon as I change that light bulb, I'm going to start with some mint wash on Dominic. So yeah, so I'm going to attach that video to this one. So hang on, guys. Okay, I have myself set up. That's the best lighting I can do for now. Yeah, so I'm going to sit in my chair here. The tripod is kind of in the way. I'm going to try not to bump you guys. Try the best I can. And I have myself all set up here, ready to go. Let me get a toothpick ready. I don't see what you guys are seeing, unfortunately. So I'm going to take a sponge, cosmetic sponge, and a stir stick. Let me just take a peek and see what you're seeing. You're seeing mostly the bowl, which is good because that's what I want you to see. And we're going to take Dominic and bring him closer. And I always like to start with the arms. I try to scoot in here and start my work. So I have my odorless thinner. I'm going to squirt some in the bowl. And I never like to touch the thinner with my hands because I think it makes my hands peel. So I am also going to use a little bit of thinning medium because I like the effect that it gives the paints. It gives the paint a little bit of texture. So I'm going to mix that up in here before I start my neutralizing of Dominic because I think he's a little too pink. Okay, so now I always close up all my paint lids before I start. Here is the mint. It's called Earth Mint, and it's an excellent color to neutralize pink. So I'm going to use the same stir stick and take a little bit of earth mint out, about that much. Put it in my mixture. Genesis Paints requires the paint thinning medium, which I like the Mona Lisa, but there's other brands. As long as it's odorless, if you get the one that has the odor in it, you're going to be sorry, because it smells strongly like solvent. And okay, that's good. I have George in here with me. I'm going to close this paint up here. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of Phthalo Green 06 because it's just a little bit more green than the mint. So it just does a little bit better job of making the baby with a green tone. So that's good. I'm going to add a little more thinner to this because I don't want it to be overly green. It's a wash. It's more of a wash. So let me make it a little bit thinner. And once again, I don't touch the thinner with my hands because I don't want to get it on my fingers. My fingers are dry enough. I am not sure I have adequate light here to paint, but I'm going to do it anyway because I haven't painted in so long. I'm anxious to start this guy. Yeah, I am. So I'm going to add a little bit of a disadvantage. I think I might need to move him over to the other side to make him more accessible to me. Let me just see what you're seeing. Okay, it's still good. Let me see, can I move you over? I can move you over just a little bit over here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a limb and we're going to apply the paint directly to the limb and then pounce it with the sponge. And like I said, I am at a disadvantage because my lighting is terrible. It's already 6 o'clock in the evening. But I have waited long enough to start working on this little guy that I cannot wait anymore. So since this is just a neutralizing layer, I'm not all that worried about seeing if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking for me painting on camera. Yeah, it is, I have to say it. And I have an overhead fan going, so I'm not sure how this is going to react to the paint, if it's going to make it adhere quicker. This is not air dry paint, but it does dry, you know, it really does. It does dry. So here we go. I'm just applying the paint all over the limb, hoping that I'm not messing up here in this horrible light. You know, patience is a virtue, but it's not one of my best it's not one of my best virtues, let me just say that. It's not. I try, but you have to have somewhat of a decent amount of patience to work with a reborn doll, let's face it. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself. But this light, let me tell you, I think I might just do one limb on camera because the lighting is so very poor. I hope you're seeing something here. I wanted to give my new listeners, my new watchers, a taste of my tutorials because I haven't done a tutorial in eons, and this is pretty much what one of my tutorials will be like. You'll hear George in the background. You'll get some not so great lighting, but you'll get some good tips if you hang in there with me. So I'm just pouncing the paint into the vinyl. And the good thing about Genesis is tomorrow, actually I need another brush. I have to find another brush. And my brushes are down here. Okay, get the paint out of the creases a little bit. But anyway, what I was saying was tomorrow morning when the light is better, I will be able to correct anything that I don't like before I bake it. That's the beauty of Genesis. Yeah. It's only permanent when you bake it. And I use a new wave oven. And if you go back and see some of my tutorials, you will see a tutorial on how I use my new wave oven. I don't recommend painting your baby on your kitchen oven inside your house. I think it's toxic. So I don't recommend that. And as I'm going along here, I am looking for anything that might be sticking to the paint that I don't like a piece of lint or a piece of dust or a piece of debris. I am really looking closely at this. That's what a meticulous reborn artist does. You don't want any messy work. At least I don't. So, all right, let me inspect this and see how it looks. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me do every single limb on camera anyway, because it's just more of the same, just applying and using the sponge. So this looks good to me. This looks good. So oops, there's a hair. A hair. It looked like a dog hair. We did go and look at dogs today at the SPCA, which I have been doing with not much success. I'm going to put this limb down and I'm going to shut you guys off and go upload this video, and I'm going to be continuing tomorrow during, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. Oh gosh, look at how far away you are. I hope this came out a little bit helpful for you. I will see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.